Good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
Welcome back to F1 2016. It's the Spanish Grand Prix, and this is the weekend where the car finally gets better. We did a big upgrade last time out in Russia, and we've now fit the engine upgrade. We've upgraded our fuel efficiency, we've done the downforce, and I also believe we did the chassis weight. Was it three upgrades? Sorry, my apologies, I thought it was 4. Spain, everyone does their testing here, everyone brings their updates. You can see we've got 3. McLaren, Honda have got an update, 2 updates. Mercedes have got an update. Everyone's bringing performance enhancing updates to this weekend. We've climbed above Manor ever so slightly. I mean, last time out in Russia, it wasn't great. But our car is, is off the pace, so it's subjective, as it were. We're going to be jumping into qualifying, and we're going to be seeing how we got on around Spain. The AI, very strong at Spain. Very strong, as you're about to see here. I'm 22nd. This is my 3rd lap on a fresh set of tyres. I'm going through the chicane. This was what I thought was a good lap. Bear in mind my delta is about 0.3 up at this point, right? My best time, a 1:23.6. So we crossed the line for a 1:23.3, and I'm still 22nd. I was like, right, okay, that's some bullshit. So we'll go through the lap one more time, because I gave enough fuel for 2 laps. Obviously, there were points in which the lap I could have improved. And I decided, I was like, right, let's see how off the pace we genuinely are. So I'm a tenth up at this point. We're 1.5 seconds off the pace. I believe the final sector is where I struggle the most around Spain, because it's all traction. And we're about to see, after I cross the line, how off the pace this car actually is. Because as you're going to see now, we come through the right hand, are very committed, take a lot of curb, delta's up nice and high. I figured, you know what, let's test this. So I just take a giant chunk out of the chicane, ruin my exit a bit, but bear in mind we're still 0.4 up on our previous lap time, and we only get 21st. So that's how slow, I am around Spain. I was still 0.4 off 0.4 off Grosjean. The AI are so strong around here. Like, I'm trying not to use it as an excuse, but you will see there are tracks where the AI is just ridiculous, and this is one of them. But alas, yeah, 21st place after a massive corner cut, which the game allowed, by the way. Ridiculous. So even after our big updates, we've got a lot of improvement left to do. But obviously, there's no points allowed in qualifying. Points are only allowed in the race. And I think this is where we're going to try and make up for ourselves, because I find my racecraft is better than my single lap pace. And without any further ado, it's now time for the Spanish Grand Prix. So, P21, and it's the first track of the year where the hard tyres are able to be used. So we need to think strategically here, because we saw last year we're in the Renault, a lot of teams ran a 3-stop. And it proved quick for them. But I'm the type of person that feels I can make up time on the track rather than the pit lane. So as such, I figured I would adjust the strategy, and we're going to work a 2-stop. We're going to start on the mediums, end on the softs, and we'll run the hards in the middle stint, which is one of the stints I find the most challenging, but hopefully we'll get by. Hopefully we'll get by. Speaking of which, I don't know if you saw in that intro, but Daniel Ricciardo on pole again, even though the Mercedes is still the fastest car in my F1 2016 career. Daniel Ricciardo's won 4 races in a row. 4. He's won more races in my career mode than he's won in real life in this season. I don't know how many he won in season 1, but yeah, it's insane. Ricardo's proving very quick this year, and you can see I was wrecking my brain. I'm like, I need to work something into this strategy. I need to make up some time. But again, you know, I hope the fact you've enjoyed an F1 2016 video so soon after the last one, bearing in mind the ridiculous break that I did have. And again, apologies for that. We've already got, as of this recording, I've got Monaco recorded, so I need to... You'll be getting that fairly soon. So we see the guys around us here. Ericsson and Naz are the two Saubers are going to be starting on the soft tyres as we finish up the formation lap here. So we've got to bear that in mind. Don't know about the rest of the guys ahead of us here. But it's going to be, you know, this is a long run into turn 1. So we're going to have to look to be very careful. And make sure we don't lose a front wing as the lights come on now. As we build 5 lights. And the Spanish Grand Prix is underway. Ericsson initially responds well, but bogs down horribly off the start. Harrianto's had a good one. Grosjean appears to be dropping back. He's also on the medium tyre. We're going to slipstream off the manor here. Harrianto through on Wehrlein down the inside. Oh, there's contact between the wheels, and at that point I decided to take it slow and cautious because any further in we'd have absolutely had an accident. Naz has got past us. We get past him. Wehrlein's been hung out to dry. Grosjean ahead of the Manners. Wehrlein goes out, so we're through on him. Can we get Harrianto down into turn 5 on the brakes? Yes, we can. Everyone's trying to take it easy early on. Make sure there's no crashings, as it were. We're now up into 8. Oh my god, the field bunches up and slows down horrendously into turn 5. And we've managed to sneak through on Grosjean and Sainz there. Up into 16th behind Nico Hülkenberg. Have a quick look into this left-hander. Realise nothing ventured, nothing gained. But also it would have been a huge crash if we had tried that. So here we go. We're kind of going to come up to one of my personal favourite corners on the track, even though I'm not very good into it. Nice tight hairpin here. Hard on the brakes. Through on Hülkenberg, muscle Kvyat out of the way, and we're now up into 14th place, showing those first lap heroics there. We've gained 7 positions in the opening lap, and it's been, so far, it's been, in my opinion, cleaner than Russia. Russia was not a good display of driving. And you can see a lot of the cars around us are on the soft tyre. Bottas there on the mediums. We absolutely mullered the chicane there. That was not pretty in the slightest, and we've got a horrible run out of it, and that's allowed Perez to get ahead. Danny Kvyat is behind us here, but he's running the 2015 Ferrari engine. He's got a good slipstream though. Is he going to look to have a go into turn 1? No, thinks less of it there as we now sweep in on lap 2. And we're going to take a big cut now at the end of lap 5. We've got cars in the pit lane. This is what I said, the front runners are going to look to go a 3-stop with probably 2 soft stints in there. So we're going to gain a couple of positions now. We're actually up into the points, into 10th place. Hülkenberg is the car behind us on track at the moment. You saw Vettel there fit the medium tyres. He's obviously a front runner, looking to now go deeper into the Grand Prix. End of lap 8 again. There wasn't much to show because again the car, even after the upgrades, isn't great, but cars ahead were pitting, so you can see how early the front runners pit in Spain. We've got Hülkenberg and Vettel duking it out behind us. You can see in the mirror there, Vettel down the inside of the Force India, and obviously he's going to be on our tail sooner rather than later. These medium tyres are good for about another 3 laps or so, and we need to obviously stretch him out to make sure our 2-stop works. Interestingly enough, Verstappen in the Red Bull has gone on to another set of soft tyres, and he is still ahead of us. Vettel stuck his front wing down the inside there of turn 5. He's going to look to make a move around the outside now on the brakes again. Muscle him out of the way. I'm not going to just move over for you, Vettel. I'm ruining the race of both Ferraris and Mercedes drivers by the looks of things. Obviously, Hülkenberg is in the mix with ourselves. And all these guys behind were on the medium tyre, so the guys ahead that have fit a second set of softs, so they're going to be streaking away. But Vettel now, far too much speed off the final corner on his fresh rubber. He's going to breeze straight past us. Tried to jump back into the slipstream. Got a bit of grass, though, and that's going to affect our run. And that's Vettel up ahead of us. I mean, we're not racing him. There's not a lot of point in holding him up anymore. It was a good bit of fun. You know, I enjoy battling with the AI because they're good on F1 2016. I've said that since day one. Well, after some, you know, patches early on. But they're good. They're good AI. They're very good AI. We're down to 6th. And we're going to be looking to pit. I believe it's the end of the next lap, lap 11, as it were. So you can see Vettel ahead. Actually, no, we're coming in this lap. Interesting. I would have thought it would have been the next one. regardless, we're coming in, and this is where we're going to fit the hard compound tyre and run deep into the lap 20s. We'll be trying to go to lap 25 on this set. Lap 25, lap 26, and that way we've got low fuel on the soft tyres at the end of the Grand Prix for us to be able to try and make up any kind of positions. I mean, points, it's not great. 2.9 by the Haas boys isn't fantastic. There goes Sainz, there goes Perez is on a second set of softs. For a Force India to be on a set of softs at this point in the Grand Prix, down in 18th place, he's done something wrong. Grosjean's up ahead of us there. We're now going to take a big skip onto lap 16. More pit stops have occurred. You've got Massa on the soft tyre behind us. He's now going to be taking a look. I mean, not a lot happened this race, if I'm honest. This is one of those where, as I say, the AI are very good. Massa banging wheels with us, and we're making a move down the inside, very similar to the move with Vettel there. But this time he's 2 compounds lower than us. So, you know, I like to think that was a good move, as it were. We've royally fucked up that corner, and now Massa with DRS and the slipstream is going to be coming diving down the inside of us into this tight left-hander. We've gone deep, run it out wide. Massa, obviously on the soft tyre, is going to get a much better run, and he's through up into that 14th position. But it was a rough weekend. The cars, as I mentioned at the start of the video, the cars here are very quick. They are very, very quick around Spain. And obviously me running the hard tyre as part of the Grand Prix probably wasn't the best idea. But I needed something to try and alleviate any kind of issues. But our lap times are consistent-ish. The issue being is we're on the hard tyre and everyone around us is on a compound lower. And we're a slow car. So, didn't exactly think about it too well as Massa's disappeared off into the distance. Here's Fernando Alonso coming out the pits. He's now on hard tyres. You'd expect him to run to the end of the Grand Prix. They're going to be cold, so we need to try and take advantage of the situation. And here we go. We've got him. He was very slow. Nearly made horrific contact. In fact, we did make a little bit there as we go through turn 3. But we're holding on to this 14th position, which is still 7 places above where we started. So if we look at it in a positive light, we're doing alright. And we're ahead of Grosjean. At the end of the day, we're still ahead of Grosjean as well. Alonso now with the DRS. His tyres are going to be getting more up to temperature. He's going to look down the inside of the tight left-hander. We're both on hard tyres now. Similar traction, but he's got a good line through the fast kink round the right-hander. Alonso not willing to give in. He's still round the outside, using all the curb available to him. We're going to force him out down the inside. Beautiful scrap with Alonso at his home circuit. We've, again, not taken the chicane very well. But Alonso didn't get a run on us that time around. This time, though, the end of lap 19, beginning of lap 20, Alonso's got a very good run out the final corner. He's got DRS, had a bit of slipstream. We're going to tuck him behind him here. Can we look to reclaim the position into turn 1? We've also got Danny Kvyat on our right hand side. We've hit the side pod. And again, it's just, we're being too brave, is the word I'm going to use. Too brave on the brakes into these corners, and we're having contact with people. End of lap 21. Beginning of lap 22. Pascal Wehrlein, Mercedes power, gone. And Alonso just uses his slipstream as well. I don't blame him. Here comes Perez now on the hard tyre, so he's made another stop. Of course, oh my God. Using the curb, trying to get around Alonso. Contact with the rear tyre. We've just about saved it. But of course, ourselves a heap load of time there. And that's another show as to what's going on with us. Clearly, there's something not right with us or the car. Lap 24, beginning of lap 25, we've now got Harry Anto behind us. Everyone else has driven off to the distance. Harry Anto coming across quickly. We've moved across defensive. Oh my goodness! Oh, horrible crash! Oh my God, the manor was coming over us. We need a replay of this. We went defensive on the straight line. We came across, yes, but it wasn't violent enough to cause that. That huge incident where Harry Anto's up on our side pod, on board with the manor driver. He's in our slipstream, DRS open, closing speed, very fast. He's come across, we've come across, and he hasn't reacted to us, and we're both out of the Grand Prix, as you would look to expect. I mean, we probably weren't going to get points out of this one anyway, but it's just a frustrating result when you're out of the race, and I mean, some would put the blame on myself, but I personally don't see it that way. And there you have it. Daniel Ricciardo wins another one. 5 in a row for the Red Bull driver. He is dominant this season. He has taken that Red Bull. It's a 1-2 for Red Bull as well. And a strong one. And, well, we're down in 26. Harry Anto finished the race. And what's more, he wasn't last after that ridiculous incident with myself. So, I mean, we came across defensively. Not overly aggressive. We did move across, but then he hasn't reacted to try and go round us on the straight. And, I mean, the closing speed was great. I will admit that. The closing speed was fast. They're lying with a 1-stop. That's impressive there from Pascal. But, well, we're out of the race. We probably weren't going to get points anyway. It's just incredibly frustrating. We put so much work into the car and we're still this damn slow. As we move on now to the Drivers' Championship, we're still in 8th. So those two top 10, 2 5th place finishes, should I say. Very good. Daniel Ricciardo leads the way by 44 points against his teammate Max Verstappen. And Red Bull are just running away with the Constructors' Championship. We're looking okay in there, though. We're looking alright, but clearly something major needs to be done. And, I mean, maybe it's the tracks, maybe it's the car. I mean, it's just, this car doesn't appear to suit anything with straight lines and high speed. I mean, there was a couple of points in Russia where we were letting loose, and obviously in the straight here, we weren't looking too good. We've got Monaco next, which has neither of those issues, so we'll see how the car performs there. But it's just frustrating. It really is. It really, really is. But as mentioned last time, Haas is a project. It's about opening the door for me as a driver more than where I want to be. So we'll see how things go. We will look to see how things go. But that's another one this time out from me. I hope you have enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and of course comment any feedback down below. I do appreciate your comments on this series. Monaco's next. That should be a better weekend for us. Please remember to hit subscribe and enable them notifications as well, so you know when the content comes out to the channel. And I will see you all next time.